Chapter 1. I Escaped Adulthood. Let me tell you how the night started, because nobody else is gonna tell it right. I kicked the warehouse doors open like I owned the rain and everything under it. Bottle in one hand, laugh already halfway out my mouth, leather jacket soaked and clinging to me like it had opinions. Eyeliner running? Who cares? I looked good anyway. It's Quioas. Clown was under that hanging work light, grease on his hoodie, looking like the poorest man in the city who somehow still made the whole room feel safe. I didn't give him time to dodge. I wrapped myself around him, pressed close enough to feel the heat coming off his body, and breathed whiskey against his neck. "You smell like whiskey," he said, voice all calm and low. "I smell like confidence, baby, and maybe a little bad decision. The best kind." I let the hug linger just a second longer than necessary, fingers sliding down his arm before I pulled back with a grin that said I knew exactly what I was doing. He didn't push me away. He never does. That's one of the things I like about him. He lets the chaos kiss him on the cheek and keeps working. I spun under the lights, water still dripping from my hair, and climbed up on the hood of that old classic car like it was a stage built just for me. Cross-legged, boots swinging, jacket half open because the rain made the leather feel like a second skin and I wasn't in the mood to hide. "You know why everybody likes coming here?" I asked, watching him turn that wrench nice and slow. He didn't look up. "Because you have free food." Wrong. "Because I fix their cars." Still wrong. I leaned forward, elbows on my knees, voice dropping into that soft, deliberate register I only use when I want somebody to really hear me. Because no matter how heavy life gets, you make people feel safe. That one landed. I saw it, the way his hands stopped, the way the air in the room changed. I smiled, slow and knowing, and let the silence sit between us like something warm. Then the night decided to get interesting. I was still upstairs when the stranger knocked. 3 slow, confident hits on the door. I watched from the office window, phone already in my hand, heart doing that little flutter it does when the energy in a room shifts. Clone didn't tense. He never does. He just walked to the door like the rain itself had an appointment. I stayed quiet, listened, watched the way that man in the expensive coat stepped inside like he already owned the floor. I clocked everything, the mud on his boots, the way his eyes moved, the little smile that said he thought he was the smartest person in the building. Cute. I could have gone down there, could have turned the whole thing into a show. But Clown looked up once, just once, and I already knew the play. He wanted me high, eyes on the whole room, ready. So I stayed, legs crossed on the desk, jacket still damp, watching the two of them measure each other like a slow dance. Neither one was willing to lead too fast. When the stranger finally left and those black SUVs pulled off into the rain, I came down the stairs 2 at a time. "What was that?" Clown was staring out at the empty road like the night had just handed him a new problem to solve. "The beginning of something," he said. Then Queen called. I watched his face change. Not panic, calculation. That quiet, dangerous focus he only gets when somebody he loves is in the middle of the storm. I stepped closer, close enough that my shoulder brushed his and kept my voice soft. "Talk to me." He held up one finger. "Wait." I waited, but I didn't step back. I never do. When he hung up and said Queen had company, the expensive kind, I already had my boots moving toward the ugly blue truck. I climbed into the passenger seat without being asked, rain still in my hair, and gave him the look I save for moments like this. "We're taking this? What else would we take?" I leaned across the console, close enough that he could smell the whiskey still on my skin, and smiled that slow, deliberate smile. "I don't know, baby. One of the cars worth more than my apartment, or do you just like watching me bounce around in this old thing?" He almost smiled. Almost. The engine coughed, caught, and we rolled out into the rain. I rested my elbow on the window, watched the water race down the glass, and let the silence sit for a while. Then I glanced over at him, voice lighter, playful again. "You know, if somebody looked at us right now, they'd think we were headed to fix somebody's sink." Good. No, seriously. You own enough money to disappear for 10 lifetimes and you're driving a truck that sounds like it's negotiating with God. It's kind of sexy if I'm honest. He kept his eyes on the road. I kept mine on him a second longer than I needed to, then settled back into the seat, heart still fluttering just a little from the way the night was unfolding. Because here's the thing about me. I can be sweet, I can be chaos, I can flirt with the rain itself if the mood is right. But when the people I love are in trouble, I get real quiet and real dangerous, and the bridge was already waiting.